Seder. Okay, so Sif Siman Lamed Beis Sif Chof. Okay, here we go. Tzorich ledakdik b'chaseres v'yaseres. You've got to be very careful. The Sofer, when he's writing the parshas of Tefillin, he's got to be very careful not to add or take away a letter. She'im chise uyite ois achas psulin. A Sofer who adds or takes away, misses out one letter, the whole Tefillin is possible. Listen to this. The stakes are high because a person could be wearing these tefillin for the next decades, and every time he puts them on, it'll be a bracha levatala. One letter is missing, or one letter is added in unnecessarily. And worse than that, worse. But aside from the bracha levatala, he hasn't kept the mitzvah tefillin. And therefore the punishment for the Sofer is huge, because he has caused this. It's imperative that the Sofer has got to be Yerei Shamayim, and he's got to tremble to keep the word of Hashem literally, when he's writing and is busy with the tefillin. Okay. Now, says the Mishnah Berurah, he misses out one letter or he adds one letter. It's amazing. Even if kol habachar, right? He adds a vav, takes away a vav, whatever it may be, or it doesn't change the sound of the letter, still it will passel it. Says the Mishnah Berurah in Kuf Aleph, even if the kutz shel, one point of the yud is missing, ma'akev kadis b'menachos chav tes amud aleph. Meruba milvad oven gozel hachomer. Interesting. Aside from the bracha levatala that the person is going to say, is going to do now, and aside from the fact that he's not being mekayim the mitzvah of tefillin, there's also an Indian of gezel. I paid a lot of money for these tefillin, and they're not fit for purpose. So therefore, there's the Indian of the oven of gozel. Now, in the next, for the continuation, the Mishnah Berurah quotes the Levush, and it's very strong language. Which is very relevant for what we're talking about. Now he's quoting the Levush. And not what the practice is in his days, in the days of the Levush, that's about 10 generations ago. What do they do? The Sofrim, they get young boys to write the klaf, that they get used to writing. This is their apprenticeship, this is their training. And then they go over, they check if it's written properly, if there's anything missing or if there are any additions. And the guy in charge will say, good, I've checked it seems to be okay. And then they take the klaf and they put them in the tefillin and they sell them. And they work out how much money they're going to pay these kids to do it. And they justify it by saying, we're doing a chesed for these kids because often they're yesomim, they haven't got any money, they're poor. And I'm training them to become sofrim. And it's a godly activity. What a wonderful thing. I say that they have all the benefits outweighs the downside. It's not a good thing they're doing for the Jewish people. Because the kid's a kid. He doesn't know his right from his left. We said in you've got to have kavanas, you've got to do it the shem mitzvahs writing, the shem mitzvahs kedusha sefer, the kedusha's tefillin, and this child won't be focused on the correct kavanas. Rakem misaskim b'ksiva, he's just focused on the writing liyafis aksav, to make sure that the letters are written beautifully, v'lo l'shum kedusha, and no thoughts of any kedusha, v'shum kavanas mitzvah ba'ilam, and no thought of mitzvah goes through his head. And the Sofer has organized this. His punishment is immense. Because he's being mashal those people who are putting on the tefillin. And in order to sort of to praise his sale, i.e. the quality of his tefillin, the Sofer will tell everyone, Ani kosaftim, b'kavona kosaftim. I wrote them, and I did it with the required kavona. V'chola'is kain b'vadai asidin nitnes adin, and whoever does that, he gets the kids to write them, and there's a question mark over the kashrus of these tefillin, he'll have to give din on it, or lekabel onshon harbe moed, and have to receive a lot of punishment. V'aleihem ne'emar orur oisem melechas Hashem remiyah. Cursed is the person who does the work of Hashem in a crooked fashion. In Al-Kain, therefore, Yizohe kol Sofer, every Sofer should be very careful, v'yisrachik mizeh, and he should keep away from this practice, v'toivlo, and it'll be good for him. Delishmon ha'omo etzel koyach b'yodel, delishmo ha'omo etzel tefillin, ein ha'kavon l'shem bala tefillin. The kavona is not with regard to who I'm writing it for. I'm commissioning this tefillin for Reuven, for Shimon, for Ploni, if he doesn't, Kumei Gabi get the Tzorech L'Shem or Ish for Isha. It's not the same kavanah that you need for regarding a get, but it's for this person, it's for this man and for this woman. Rak L'Shem Kedushas Tefillin. The kavanah needed for writing the tefillin is, I'm writing this, and it has the Kedusha of tefillin. Ayin Shom V'Sim Al Zen, the Levush finishes off, U'min HaRoi L'mi Sheyesh Koyach B'Yodei, and whoever has the ability to do so, L'manos Koisvei Tefillin, he should appoint people to write tefillin, muhuganim, who are appropriate, anshe emes, they're honest people, sone betza, they hate prophets, bale Torah, they are knowledgeable, yirei Elokim, they're yirei Shemaim, v'charedim al dvora b'chol ir, and they tremble at the word of Hashem in every city. And they should appoint these people in every town. In the same way we appoint sheichtim who yireim and shleimim and boitkim, shelo yaminu l'chol ha-sofrim, they're just trying to in it for the money. Even though it's a very nice thing to beautify the mitzvah, that's only if it's over and above the basics, i.e. that they're writing it l'shem kedushas tefillin. But if they're not careful with this, v'dai bazeh. Ad kan l'shenei haTorah, that's the pure writing of the Levush. V'kosav b'sefer Baruch she'omar, yichtov oisis tovim u'tzmimes lo shvuros. The Sofer should write good, strong letters and not broken letters, u'v'mitzun, with patience, u'v'kavona gedola, with a tremendous kavona. V'lo yemahe adam b'chsiva, and he shouldn't write too quickly, kedei lahavriach mammon harbe, because the quicker you write, the more you're going to put out and the more money you're going to make. Don't be in a rush. Because that money will go to waste. And his soul is at stake. Because he's being machti the rabbim. Anyone who writes good tefillin according to his ability, his schar is doubled and trebled. For nitzel medinish Gehenna, we say from the din of Gehenna. For kosa b'sefer Chasidim, simin pehei v'sit koso emedes lo'ad. His righteousness will endure forever. Zeh hamazake rabbim. This is someone who is benefiting the rabbim. Kagoyin hamelamed lirei Hashem tikun tefillin lesakin acher, and is teaching others how to do it properly. V'ayim b'simin lamates mosai odom roi lichtav tefillin. Okay, beseda. So there we have it, some very important halachas about writing tefillin. Scary words, but anyway, it's good to hear it. Beseda.